Hello everyone, I am Surendra Jain, Master Teacher in Vedantu. I am presenting you the solutions of JEE Advanced 2018. This is question number 15 from paper 2 from the topic functions. This also involves use of inverse trigonometric functions. Let us see what this question is. Let even is a set x belongs to R such that x not equal to 1 and x upon x minus 1 greater than 0. And E2 is a set x belongs to E1 such that sine inverse log of x upon x minus 1 to the base e is a real number. Here inverse trigonometric function sine inverse x assumes value in minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2 closed bracket, which is its principal range. Let f E1 to R be the function defined by fx equal to log x upon x minus 1 to the base e. Let g E2 to R be the function defined by gx equal to sine inverse log x upon x minus 1 to the base e. Then we are given 4 options in the list 1 and 6 options in the list 2. We have to match them as per their correct values. And we are given 4 options in A, B, C, D. And we have to check which matching is correct. Okay, let us see how to solve this question. So let us first solve P part, which is asking the range of f. To do this, I have two methods. So for P part, my method 1 is I can take this fx as y, then it will be y is equal to log of x upon x minus 1 to the base e. And then we can write x upon x minus 1 is equal to e raised to the power y. And by use of componendo and dividendo rule, this x will be equal to e power y upon e power y minus 1. Okay, so for x to be real, I think we need to ensure that e power y minus 1 is not equal to 0. That means this y cannot be equal to 0. So the range of this function f should be all real number except 0. So you can check among these options on list 2, this 4 seems to be correct. So P should be matched with 4. Okay. Now my method 2, please listen carefully. We are given that x upon x minus 1 is greater than 0. Also, this expression x upon x minus 1 can be written as 1 plus 1 upon x minus 1. Now this 1 upon x minus 1 is reciprocal of a real number. So this cannot be 0 for any real x. But other than 0, it can take all values. We know its graph is rectangular hyperbola where it cannot take value equal to 0, but other than 0, it can take all values. So this means this x upon x minus 1 cannot be 1 for any x. But other than that 1, it can take all possible values. So if I combine this x upon x minus 1 greater than 0 and this not equal to 1, so we can say all permissible values of x upon x minus 1 are 0 comma infinity except 1. Okay, now I think we can write range directly, and to do so we should understand that log function has natural domain to be 0 to infinity, for which its range is all real number. And here for this x upon x minus 1, permissible values are also 0 to infinity but except 1. Hence we can say that range of fx will again be all real number only but except that value corresponding to 1. So hence except 0. Okay, so that is the answer for this P part. Now coming to R part. Now to solve this R part, I think it's most easiest part of all these 4. We just have to equate x upon x minus 1 to greater than 0, because log can be defined only for positive numbers. Now using wavy curve method, its critical points are 0, 1. So positive here, negative here, positive here. So domain will be minus infinity to 0, union 1 comma infinity, open bracket at 0 as well as 1. But this R option, they are asking domain contains. So we need to find a subset of this domain. Subset of this domain is only set given in first option on list 1, that is minus infinity to 1 upon 1 minus e, because this is negative number. Okay, and e upon e minus 1 is a number greater than 1, so this will be subset of this domain. All other sets you can check, they are not subset of this domain, and hence this domain of f contains answer should be 1 here. Now coming to Q part, which is asking range of G. Now to find range of G, let us first understand that we found range of log x upon x minus 1 base e to be r minus 0. And because natural domain of sine inverse, we all know sine inverse x defined only when x belongs to minus 1 comma 1. So if I take intersection of this and this, okay, I can say permissible values of log x upon x minus 1 here in gx would be minus 1 comma 1 subtract 0. Okay, and now we can write range directly, because we know sine inverse function for minus 1 to 1 give range from minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, closed bracket on both sides. So here range of gx would be minus pi by 2 comma pi by 2, closed bracket both sides, except the value corresponding to 0 here, which is 0 only. So that will be my range. But they're asking subset once again, because they're saying range of G contains. Okay, and you can check subset of this. I think no option can be subset of this range which is having infinity or minus infinity in it. So 1 cannot be the answer, 4 cannot be the answer, 5 cannot be the answer, 6 cannot be the answer. 3 can also not be the answer because it contains 0, whereas here 0 is not there. So only left out option is 2. Okay, in fact you can check 0 comma 1 both side open bracket is definitely subset of this. So answer for this Q part should be 2. Okay, now coming to next part. Now to solve this S part, that is to find domain G, we can see this sine inverse will be defined only if this log of x upon x minus 1 to the base e is between 1 and minus 1. Hence we can say this x upon x minus 1 will be less than or equal to e, greater than or equal to 1 upon e. Also we can write this as 1 upon e less than or equal to 1 plus 1 upon x minus 1. This we have done earlier also. Okay, so we get this 1 upon x minus 1 to be less than e minus 1 and greater than or equal to 1 upon e minus 1. Now important thing to notice here is that this is negative and this is positive, which means it will include 0 also, but 1 upon x minus 1 cannot be 0. So it is better that we split this in equation 2 parts. One is that 1 minus e upon e less than or equal to 1 upon x minus 1 less than 0. In this case 1 upon x minus 1 will be negative only, or other part can be 0 less than 1 upon x minus 1 less than or equal to e minus 1. In this case 1 upon x minus 1 will be positive throughout. Now we can take reciprocal and we will get x minus 1 to be, now we have to change the sides, so this we can write it will be less than or equal to e upon 1 minus e greater than minus infinite. See here 1 upon x minus 1 is slightly lesser than 0, which means it will be approaching to 0 but from left hand side. So if I take reciprocal of that 0 negative, I will get minus infinite. Or here we will get x minus 1 to be less than infinity greater than or equal to 1 upon e minus 1. Okay, so if I add 1 to both sides, I get x less than or equal to, after adding 1 I think we will get 1 upon 1 minus e, and it should be greater than minus infinity. Or here if I add 1 both side, This side it will be infinite. On the other side, it will be e upon e minus 1. So this is the domain for this function g. So answer here should be 1. In A option, it is given 4, 2, 1, 1 only. In other options, the order is something different. So only correct option can be A. So this complete my solution for this question. I hope you like this solution. Thank you so much. Stay tuned for more questions. Bye.